When Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka was asked the question about Haiti, I liked the way he answered it.
The Haiti mission is a failed mission, misadvised. We said as opposition, right from the word go, that we should not have taken our boys to Haiti. When we attended the funeral of one of them somewhere near Kitengela, we even called on William Ruto to make sure that our boys come home. He didn't listen. And now he's complaining to the whole world.
He seemed to be very knowledgeable. Oh God, that gentleman really is informed when it comes to the international affairs. So I was happy in the sense that it reminded William Ruto that Kenyans expressed their opinion in relation to the Haiti mission. And most Kenyans were against it. But William Ruto and his government, they decided to ignore the opinion of Kenyans. William Ruto felt like, no, we are in heaven now. Let me take my people, my police officers to Haiti. As we speak today, some of them have been killed. As we speak today, they have been abandoned. No proper funding, bad vehicles, and it is not good to operate in such kind of environment with such poor equipment. That is not the basis of my video here today. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who watched Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's interview, I know most of you enjoyed it. And as per to me, there are a few things that I borrowed from this interview that I want to share with you here today. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, feel free to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mukwa. Thank you so much for those who've been supporting this channel. Make sure that you subscribe. My number is always here. If you have a topic that you want to share with me, call or text. But ladies and gentlemen, for those who are supporting through M-Pesa, I want to thank you so much, and God bless you immensely. Without much wasting of time, allow me to dive into this topic here today. My first observation that I made from Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's interview, he appears to be presidential. Before, when I remember Raila Odinga was trying to vie for president, I remember that at some point, it seemed he appeared to be very wise. And actually, I was sharing with my dad and I was like, Raila looks like this is the time for him. Before, he was a bit jumpy, but this time around, he appears to be a leader. The same thing is now happening to Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. From my side, I am seeing now someone who's becoming presidential. From the way he was speaking, his language, good English, eloquent, and you could hear that this person is speaking a lot of sense.
I think leaders have to demonstrate sometimes resilience and patience, that even those who end up calling you names will get ashamed. Because
Number two, he also conducted himself as a leader, a statesman, someone, even if he's asked some question, to what extent it might seem to be maybe probably provocating, this gentleman still was calm and able to answer his questions well. Very amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I also was able to see that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is focused on the Kenyan affairs and focused on taking President William Ruto home.
my goodness, no way, not Kalonzo Musyoka, no, I will not take any job.
That is important when it comes to the opposition side. Also, ladies and gentlemen, some of you might probably try to oppose this, but it's very decisive. In the sense that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has survived in the Kenyan politics with his Wiper party all along until now. Apart from that, he has also remained in opposition all along, hence making him to be relevant today, whereby he is now talked of as among the possible flag bearers in the opposition. Very amazing. Very amazing. In relation to the presidential conduct still, I think that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka also expressed his understanding of the government, which is important. We expect someone who gets to that position, he understands government. Very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is the second thing that I learned from Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? This is it.
Now, would you be a running mate in 2027?
No, I don't think so. Because, I'll tell you why. Some of my supporters, majority of them, yeah, that's why this administration is fixated with the dream that Kalonzo Musyoka will join Kenya Kwanza. Today they say it. I think that the bloggers are on full scale mandate to make it happen. But I tell them, please stop wasting your time. I just want to tell you, it is too late for any games to be played against me.
In 2027, we might have a 4-horse race. Assuming Marago or someone else will come on board, But we will have William Ruto, number one, is there. Number two, we'll have Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigiji. Most likely. But in whichever kind of a scenario, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will be at the ballot. Number three, we are lucky to have Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i with his team. Why am I saying this? I'm not a prophet of doom, but I'm giving an idea that I am seeing from a distance. Somehow, Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i is slightly far from these two other leaders. He's slightly far from Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigiji. This was very clear from Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka when he said that he's studying Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i. They have not been so close. But when it comes to Rigiji, they understand each other.
I have interacted with Rigiji, and I can tell you that I've actually admired him.
Yeah.
I admire him seriously because he has opened up to me when we meet. He opens up. His wife, Pastor Dorcas, and himself, you'll talk to them and you see these are people hurting. This is why Wiper Patriotic Front members of Parliament, when they were faced with this issue of demonization of Rigiji, the impeachment, I remember it was a member for Kitui Central who came up with the slogan, Kufa driver, Kufa Makanga. They said, if you're going to get rid of Rigiji, you, William Ruto, also out.
You can't tell me that they can understand each other more than, like, now Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i can come and surpass the relationship between Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigiji and probably get closer to Rigiji or Kalonzo Musyoka more. If things go the way they are, then there's a possibility that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka might merge with Rigathi Gachagua and form a very nice ticket for 2027. And I feel there could be an understanding for, which is also tactical, for Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i to also come out with his outfit and also compete for the presidency. Whoever who becomes number 1, 2, or 3 supports the other in the runoff, if it is there. I don't know what is your take, but that is what I was able to note, that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Matiang'i are a bit distant. And when it comes to Rigiji, it goes without saying that Rigiji and Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i, they're not so close. Then who is close to Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i? If these two are distant, who is close to him? This is a question I want to leave for you. But I feel strongly that Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i is a bit distant from these two people. Ladies and gentlemen, another thing that I noted from Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's interview is this. Raila Odinga, he will be blessed to get William Ruto's support, benefits from government, yes. But when it comes to his conscience, he will be seriously traumatized, in the sense that if he decides to betray Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka when he needs him, Raila Odinga will live regretting doing that to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. His generation will regret. His people, the people of Luo Nyanza, will regret abandoning Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. He stood by his side in 2013, 2017, 2022. Non-stop. Wholeheartedly. But the time now when Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is ready and has been supported by various quarters, now he's supposed to go for presidency, then Raila Odinga abandons him and goes to William Ruto's side without any big reason or misunderstanding. It's only that Raila Odinga betrayed their cause of maintaining the opposition and keeping check of the current government. However, he also exposed one simple thing, and that is very serious. Raila Odinga has lost the key ODM allies.
When broad-based government was being formed,
Yes.
what was the request from the government?
Broad-based government? Ask Raila Odinga. I know Raila wanted, if I had time, and I had a podcast discussion about that, how Raila was actually bulldozed into endorsing the so-called 4 experts, because they went ahead of him, okay? So Raila had to follow suit. And I think that
and I'm going to do an extensive video on that. But first of all, this is what Kalonzo Musyoka said. That Raila Odinga was notified of Oparanya, Mbadi, Joho, and Opio already joining government. But first, Oparanya and Joho, they're already in government. By the time he was deciding, he was being asked, already the two had already decided you are going to be in government. So whether Raila liked it or not, Joho and Oparanya were going to become cabinet secretaries. Meaning Raila Odinga has lost the strength in the ODM party. So probably I suspect Mbadi and Opio Wandai were nominated later on. So Raila said, if you are taking this, also take these two. That's how it happened. So in a nutshell, Raila Odinga is no longer the person we used to know. William Ruto has crippled him. That is a revelation from Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. He said Raila had no choice. Ladies and gentlemen, another thing that I was able to learn from there is this. Ruto is a one-term president. The focus I am seeing from Kalonzo Musyoka, the type of a man is becoming day by day. He might be having his weaknesses, but the way he's bringing out William Ruto's issues, Kenyans can understand that there's need to take President William Ruto home. Now, my advice to Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is this. Conduct as many strategic interviews like this one that you did. Kenyans will change the perception that they have that is not positive about you, especially those few who don't really believe that you can be able to make decisions and be able to run for president. And apart from that, you can create loyal support base from other parts of Kenya, not just to Kambani. Most importantly, it will shake William Ruto because it will expose him, and that will make Kenyans to move from his side and shift to the opposition camp. So I want to urge Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, is the best also fit to have media interviews. Please engage more and more next time. I don't know what is your take, but in the comment section, feel free to share with me on what you've learned from the interview that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka held at Citizen TV. My name is Abel Mokwa. Thank you so much for watching. Please keep subscribing, keep following, and that's how I get to grow. I am now heading to 14,000 subscription mark. Ladies and gentlemen, wait not for you. I could not have been where I am. Please, may God bless you. See you next time.